Some recommendations I'd have when you're selecting a shortlist of vendors is very much going to be around really scrutinising exactly what you need from the system. Making sure you're creating a very short list of your minimum requirements. Have a baseline of what you want this system to deliver. It could be including onboarding. It could be that you're not getting as much aggregated advertising set out, but have real clarity on what your minimum requirements should be. People services may have a different set of requirements than resourcing. Hiring managers may have a requirement. The board may have a requirement that they want to see from the system. So you'd need to take all of these views into account in order to make some sort of list that suppliers should deliver on as an absolute base. You need to be quite strict with that, because it's very easy to deviate from that baseline when you see a lot of different capability that systems will deliver that looks absolutely great, but keep your eye on that base level capability. That's really important. Once you've got that list of capability, ensure that you're including your colleagues from around the business within that selection. The last change that I'd done at a previous organisation, I had representation from people services, our MSP supplier, so external partners, and also hiring managers as well. I needed to get their view whilst we were going through that selection process, because they were a key part of that user experience. And from that, we were able to build a good view of a long list of systems that we wanted to potentially consider for demonstrations. We did all virtual demonstrations for that long list. We then took that list down to 3 that we did comprehensive half-day on-site demonstrations with representation from all those groups that I've just listed. Again, really important that you get the views of those individuals that you want to be involved within the process. Not everybody's going to like everything. So somewhere along the line, there needs to be some weighting in your decision making, but it's really important that you include those views whilst you're going through that process. Once you've taken that down to a more manageable number of systems that you know are able to deliver on your base level of requirements, you can then start to begin to really scrutinise and begin to send out wider RFPs in order to start making some sensible commercial decisions. So thinking about recommendations that may be required for a longer term. So you have your view on what base requirements you're going to need, but you want to future-proof any system that you put in place. Think 3 and 5 year plans, not only in technology, but also on what your business needs are going to be as well. Ideally, you want this system to grow with the organisation, not for it to be static. So ensuring that any workforce planning work that's going on, thinking about what the business will need from a talent perspective, and that your system that you select or systems that you take through the shortlist are going to be able to help and support you in those requirements. Setting up systems can be quite complex and a time-consuming project. So you want to make sure that you're getting, as well as that return on investment, you're getting future-proof out of that system selection as well. Again, really important to make sure you're pushing that added value back to your stakeholders, getting yourself set up for future work as well.